I'm out and about for a walk, and every time I go for a walk I have all of these ideas for blog posts, for videos, things that I want to share with you, and inevitably by the time I get back the ideas have gone, or I might write them down to remember them later and never look at them again. And there's an expression I learnt, I think it was from Michael Singer, from his book, The Surrender Experiment, or it might have been The Untethered Soul, brilliant book. And he says that freedom is on the other side of fear. So one of my fears is being seen, so being fully seen for who I am. So it's easy to be seen in a certain way. You know how you go to a party and you're the life and soul of a party. There's kind of like an identity that we take on. But when it comes to our businesses, especially if we're in the business of transformation, healer, coach, and it's about us. So it's about being our authentic selves. So I'm going to be talking more about this a lot because it's aligning our businesses with who we are, and that actually brings the magic out. So I've had a real struggle. If you've read my blog post, you'll know how much I've struggled with expressing myself, writing, editing to death. So with writing, it's okay because I can edit over and over until I think, okay, yeah, that's perfect. But it takes forever. And I thought it would have stopped with all the inner work that I've done recently, but it's still there. So as I was reflecting on the whole thing of freedom is the other side of fear, I know that the only way for me to stop being so concerned about what other people think and to allow myself to be fully seen and to let you know more about my journey, let you know some of the processes, because I've done so many processes to experience the kind of freedom that I have. And then there's also another layer to go to. And so when it comes to expressing myself, it's practice. It's recording things, writing things without censoring them, because that's what I'm doing. It's like, no, it's not even about not being good enough. It more relates to, you won't love me if you see who I really am. I think that's the kind of primal fear. And as I think back to being a child in school, like, children can be really fickle. So there are kids that I mean, I don't know if you experienced this, but I certainly did, that I'm not going to be your friend if you're friends with so-and-so. I mean, and it sounds quite trivial and petty, but it also goes back to that basic tribal thing, whereby if we are, like, years and years ago, if you were thrown out of the pack, the chances of you surviving were slim. So it's kind of like a life or death situation. And this gets expressed with me when it comes to writing, when it comes to recording videos. So I thought, okay, freedom is at the other side of fear. I have so many ideas when I'm out walking that I want to express. So the idea that I had as I was walking along was, I've just returned from a transformational retreat, and one of the things that we did was mirror work. So basically someone mirrored a movement and we had to follow it. Then we did it in groups of 2, in groups of 4, in groups of 8, and then a bigger group. And at the beginning I was quite nervous. I was happy to follow, but I didn't want to lead, like thoughts of what am I going to do. But actually after I started, I really loved it. But what I found was there was this inner warrior energy that came out. It was a lot of really hard kind of movements that really surprised me. It's like, wow, I hadn't realized just how much that was there, that I like to come across as really friendly, as soft and all of that, but there's this fierce energy that is within. And oftentimes we can only see ourselves through either through others, or when we give ourselves space to really be. It's like when we give ourselves time and space to, like, explore who we really are, all the facets to us, because that's a part of me. And actually warrior energy is a great thing to bring into a business. So I wanted to share that with you today and practice being visible, because the thing for me at the end of this retreat that I've been on was about being seen, and to actually have you think, what is it, what are some hidden things that you're not expressing that maybe want to come through into your business, or what is something that you're fearful of that actually the fear will go once you start to practice? Because I know for me with videos, the more I do, the easier it gets. So thought I'd leave you with that. Until next time, bye bye.